Good afternoon. This is your guy Piggy Pick'em, and we are at day two of StatueCon here at CollectorZown in St. Joseph, Michigan. And today we are talking to our guy Colin, and he is here from Studio Forge. Colin, tell us a little bit about Studio Forge.
Yeah, thanks for having me. So our parent company is called Dowstrong, and we started Studio Forge out of a desire to basically take the knives that we were already making and kind of move into this collector world that we really enjoy and we're all fans of. So it's kind of taking our own passion for all this different IP with our precision knives and our knife makers that are really awesome at it, and just melding the two.
Awesome. So, Colin, why don't you walk us through a couple of pieces that you've brought with us here today at StatueCon? For you guys at home, we are looking at a Game of Thrones piece. You want to kind of tell us what we're looking at here, Colin?
Yeah, so this is Drogon's Fury. This is a really awesome piece. We call this our diorama because we have a character in a setting. For those of you who know about this, this is Daenerys' dragon in Game of Thrones, and we have a knife right here. Obviously, or it wouldn't be us if we didn't. And this is Damascus steel. It's magnetically. I'll show you real quick. Sharp Damascus steel. You can also see dragon eye with its beautiful jewels on the handle. It has some nice kind of heft to it. And basically, you could use this. It would be a very worthy knife in your kitchen. But maybe you're more a collector and you just want it to kind of sit there. It has a nice little magnetic compartment there for it to stick into.
Awesome,
And
awesome,
this one is currently for sale on our website.
awesome. And then I see a little proximity piece here with it. What are we
Yeah,
looking at?
Yeah, so right here, this is our badge for this, and if we look at this is our certificate of authenticity. So only 497 of these were made. So when they sell out, they're gone. So this is number 204, and these are selling out pretty well. So if you're interested, would love for you to check it out and hop on that.
Awesome. I'm telling you guys, this is so dope. Like what I'm capturing here on film, it may look okay, but it doesn't do it justice. Like if you're like me, you love proximity pieces, you love for your collection to tell a story. And I think this tells a story and it gives you something practical to use if you want to utilize your knife for cooking only. And it's really a dope piece. There is definitely some heft to it. I'm checking out this piece. I know plenty of you would love this piece. Let's take a look and see what else they have. All right, so we're taking a look at a couple of other items that Colin brought with him today. Why don't you walk us through these, Colin?
Yeah, so this is Batman Gotham's Edge. This is the one that started it all. These ones sold out immediately. I think there were like 435 of these, if I'm not mistaken, for the Batman 50th anniversary. A cool magnet and pin on there. There. Nice. This also has a magnetic locking mechanism. You can see there's a lot of cool designs here. It's flat titanium, and I will hold this. Cool.
So what's dope about these? Like you get the, I guess you'll call it
Yeah, I
the
got you.
butcher's block, the holder for the knives as well, like the block. And
Yeah,
this one has an accessory, like the Game of Thrones have the accessory, which is the
exactly. Yeah.
Batman pin and knife.
I'm going upstairs.
Pretty dope.
And then if we move around, we'll do this one next.
Awesome.
This is Kiss. This is called Gene Simmons Hellfire Demon Axe. And as you can see, this is a really large meat axe we have here,
It's so dope.
modeled after Gene's, iconic base, and obviously Sammy the Serpent. These ones look really cool if you put them in a display and you have lights shining on these flames over here. I'll also take this out so you can see it to get an idea of just how heavy it
This
is.
is so dope.
This is heavy. This is actually sharp even down here, let alone the blade. As you can see, it's a reproduction of Gene's signature there.
You get everything but Gene's tongue with this particular unit.
Yeah, this is beautiful. We
This
uh,
is
we showed
awesome.
this off at Kiss Cruise, which is like a 3-day music event they did in Vegas last year. We're gonna be there again this year. They're doing it again. And then over here, This is our custom badge, which is modeled after a concert ticket. This is like the Madison Square Garden concert ticket they have here. You can see all of these are limited. You know, once they're gone, they're gone. This one, for instance, is like 5 of 650. So you know, this one we found works really well with our Kiss audience. They love this thing. And we also have our licensed knives on dalstrong.com. The StudioForge is kind of its own thing. And then the last one we have here is the Superman.
This one will be a piggy's pick in the future because I'm loving this piece.
Yeah, so this is really beautiful.
Oh man.
You know, got the precision sharpening, proprietary steel. But really, the story is this fortress of solitude.
Oh, it's so dope.
And my recommendation would be, put this in a display case with some lighting at different angles. It just makes it kind of glow really cool. You get a lot of contrast and some like lighter, blues and frosty colors. And then for this one, we have our other, certificate badge of authenticity here. And these two are for sale online. This is technically pre-order, but it's going to all be in stock very soon here. And this has been up. This is selling pretty well, and our dragon is online as well. We also have some other stuff. If you want me to talk about some of our upcoming releases right now, or
yeah, what do you have coming out?
Yeah, so we have basically 3 more statues for before the end of the year, and they will all be Lord of the Rings statues because it's Lord of the Rings 25th anniversary. As you've seen around, there's a lot of excitement for Lord of the Rings. We're gonna have a Balrog that's coming out soon. It's called the Flame of Udon.
Oh wow.
We're also going to have a Gandalf statue. We're going to have a 25th anniversary, like a knife end setting. And then next year we're going to have more stuff. We're going to have some Game of Thrones more character-based statues. We're going to have some DC statues that'll go into pre-sale next year. So as we kind of move from basically this stuff, which is more kind of like immersion, and then we have kind of character-y stuff, we're going to be going even further into more crazy ideas with more characters and more settings, and just kind of taking this more into this collector's realm.
Okay, so just maybe one or two quick questions for you.
Mm-hmm.
How do you guys decide which IP to go with? Like, what made you decide? Let's do Kiss. Let's do Batman. Let's do Game of Thrones.
Sure. Yeah. So it probably won't surprise anybody. We're kind of a smaller company. We're newer at this, right? So really, it's kind of what we like. Like our team gets together and we talk about what we like. We have meetings with licensors, and we only take on properties that we feel like we can really like do them justice. So we're meeting with licensors and sharing ideas and being very kind of collaborative in the process, because these are all very new, but it really needs to have sort of a fan base that's there and an iconic kind of setting, really, to make these more dynamic pieces.
Awesome, awesome. So if one wants to obtain one of these pieces, where do we find you guys?
Yeah, go to StudioForge.com over here. Got a QR code for you.
Awesome.
And you can find everything there. And I think the one thing I didn't mention is also we have Motu, Masters of the Universe. We have two products up there on the site as well.
So everyone knows that is Piggy's favorite IP on the planet, yeah. Masters of the Universe and Voltron. So I'm excited.
And, they're at factory right now, so we didn't have them in time to be here, but those are just some images. If you go to StudioForge.com, you'll see some really cool turnarounds and get a better idea of what we're talking about there. But those are available for pre-order right now.
Awesome. And then finally, are you guys on any social media?
Yes, we are on Instagram. We are on YouTube. I believe we're going into more and more socials. But trust me, on the Instagram and YouTube, we have StudioForge official tags that you can look for.
Awesome, awesome. You hear that, everyone? Check out StudioForge. I'll be getting. I want this Superman. I'm looking at the symbol of hope over here. But since Colin just let me know that they're doing some Masters of the Universe, that sort of changes things dramatically. But maybe there's room for both.
Thank you so much. There's room for both.
Awesome. So, yeah. Awesome. Thank you so much, Colin. Cool. Yeah, we appreciate it. And much. Everyone, head to your socials, head online, and check out StudioForge. Bye, everyone.